This is Psych Rocket. My name is Dermot. This is Alex. Today we are talking about why did you give up alcohol? A lot to talk about here. Alex, you want to go? You want
Sure.
Me to go?
Let's
Alex,
do
you
it.
want to go?
I'll take it over. So,
Let's do this.
why I gave up. So I started drinking a lot early college, like most kids, as kind of a fun thing, just kind of getting involved with the
Early college.
early college.
I was like 12.
I know, yeah, you got a couple of years on me. But, that's where I jumped in, and it really morphed into something bad where I started drinking more by myself. I started doing bad things when I was drunk. I got in trouble with the law a few times. I got in trouble with my girlfriend. I got in trouble with a lot of people. I made an ass of myself lots of times, and believe it or not, none of that made me stop. I still kept drinking. I still rationalized, even though all these things were bad were happening. I still kept going. It was finally until I got engaged to my girlfriend. Now she's my fiance. And after all this happened, so she kind of gave me an ultimatum. She said, it's going to be either me or the booze. And I'm like, how dare she do that? Like, that's
My
so
way or
messed
the
up.
highway.
Like, what the hell? Like, I just want to drink. Like, are you serious? And,
Get rid of her.
yeah, seriously. And that's, you know what? That thought did cross my head. Like,
The drink is more important.
yeah, that thought did cross my head. I'm like, you know what? This is crazy. How could someone do this to me, give me this kind of ultimatum? How dare she try and control me like that? But, once I settled down, I really thought about what I was getting myself into with this engagement. And what it really is my life isn't my life anymore. It's our life. And I'm going to be, we're going to be owning a house together potentially. We're going to be having kids together. We're going to be doing things together. We're going to be, yeah, that's right, connected. And so if I fuck up somehow, it's going to mess her up. I'm not just going to mess up my own life. I'm going to mess up her life. I'm going to mess up the kid's life potentially and everything. And so I'm, after thinking about all these things that I've done, I'm like, you know what, maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe I do need to stop. And so what had happened is I tried stopping. I went to therapy. I tried stopping. And through that, I ended up uncovering a lot of deeper issues inside of me that were really the root cause of why I was drinking so much. And through that, I decided, I have to work on myself. I can't just kind of shove emotions down. I can't numb them. I can't, use alcohol as an escape or just avoiding pain. Something happens bad throughout the day. That's fine. I'll just drink it away. I can't do that anymore. And so I thought that's not a good way to live, and that's not, that's the life of a coward. So I decided to, just face things, just face life, deal with it as they, as things come, and develop coping mechanisms. And so that's, I decided to stop and, replace what alcohol was giving me with better things. Coping skills, more emotional fitness, and just, being a man, being responsible for yourself, for your life, and now for my future wife and potentially future kids and everything else. So yeah, just kind of growing and becoming a better man. Yep.
Good stuff.
How about you, Dermot?
Wow. Well, the first thing that I had put down here was the word tits. Moobs. I've developed man breasts, and that's not a good thing.
We've got some bras hanging out here.
Well, yeah,
I think so.
I'm not opposed to wearing a bra.
Your wife isn't here, so
I'm happily married. My wife would be all right with it, I think. Well, yeah, there's a few reasons. Primarily, I was tired of it. I started drinking when I was 12. I'm now 34. That's 22 years. That's what percentage of my life, God only knows. Just wanted to change. I wasn't getting any enjoyment out of it anymore. There's deeper things. Like I have two kids. One is 2, about to be 3. The other one is 9 months right now. Boy and girl. And yeah, I mean, it's not fun when you're drinking and you're out partying and you have a bunch to drink and you wake up at 6 in the morning and your kid is jumping on your bed and you're a daddy, you need to be active, you need to go, you need to be fun, you need to be, this is all before work and You know, there's no let up with kids. They're, you know, you're supposed to be there, and that's, you know, being a dad, and that's very, very important to me. And I had taken other steps in my life to kind of prepare for having kids, to kind of improve myself and improve my situation. And drinking was one of the things that kind of lingered, and was one of the last
Tough to
things
let
that
go.
that I, you know, had to figure out. So yeah, I got tits, I got kids, money reasons, financially, it was like a drain on our finances, and I didn't realize how much money I was spending on freaking booze, literally pissing it away. You know, there was things I needed money for, we needed money for. I'm not used to having money. I don't need a lot of money to survive, but hey, you know, why am I spending freaking $300 a week on beer and booze, and, you know, to not feel very good at the end of it? Didn't make any sense to me. You know, I kind of had to slap myself and, wake up to what I was doing. Tired of having hangovers. If I had a hangover, the Irish thing to do is hair of the dog. Start drinking again the next day.
Oh yeah,
Like, you know,
been there.
actually it's like cider, with pint of cider with ice is the best, was my go-to. You know, down it. Oh, I feel great.
Yeah, ready to go again.
Ready to go again. Such, you know, so stupid. So yeah, it's good not to wake up with a hangover and not feel like my problems haven't been addressed, and, you know, it just trickles down into everything. When you're not drinking, you're a little bit more focused. You're sharper.
A little bit.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more than
I'm like a
little bit.
sniper.
Yeah, you definitely. You know, you figure out what you have to deal with for the day, and you go after it. Before, when I was drinking, push that to the side. You know, those problems manifest, they intensify, they spill over into other problems and just never get dealt with. My culture growing up in Ireland, you know, you went to the pub to deal with your problems and drink. Yeah.
Because that's dealing with your problems.
That's dealing
They
with
just
your
go
problems.
away if you just drink. Yeah, they just fix themselves.
And then a couple of other things. I saw some very bad traits developing in me. You know, I'm used to alcoholics. I have alcoholics in my family. I have alcoholics all around me. I grew up around alcoholics. It was socially accepted. I would drink till everything was gone. There was no such thing as just having one or having two. If there was 20 beers in my fridge, they all had to be gone.
Party's still going.
Yeah. If everybody had left the house or the party, I was still there drinking. Hiding stuff. You know, I don't want to put myself out as like I was drinking all the time, but when I did drink, if I drank to excess, I would try to hide it a little bit, and I didn't want people to know that I was drinking this amount, because they might look at me and be like, how the hell do you do that? Or why are you doing that? Or like, you know, you drank all those beers by yourself, like what's going on with you?
Mm-hmm.
And I would hide it. That's not a good thing. And then I would drink to feel better physically and emotionally. I needed a lift. Like, this is what I need to, you know, to get a buzz, and like, you know, I'm going to be interesting and talk if I have a little buzz on.
Yeah. You're the only one that thinks that. That's the,
You know, I'm not fun if I don't drink. I gotta get, you know, a little buzz on here, and like, you know, if I was having a bad day, hey, or need to relax, like, you know, drink, and like, yeah, it wasn't working out. Doesn't work out in a good way. And then the last thing, you know, I always had a bit of a chip on my shoulder as far as like owning my own business and wanting to go after and, you know, go out and do my own thing. And like, I just felt like I was contradicting myself in a way, because I went out and I'd done those things, but then at the end of the day I was drinking and not really igniting, not really focusing on my business, and just letting it kind of run, and like drinking was getting in the way of it. So I was basically living a lie. Like, I wanted to do more and run my business the right way, and this was just getting in the way. So you know, there's a lot more reasons, but those are some of the basic. You know, why did I do it?
I think overall, it's just once you stop, it just allows you to really take control of life. You can just take it and just shake it and say, just take it by the throat and say, give me what I want. And I think not a lot of people have the ability to do that if they just run away from their problems instead of facing it and actually fixing them.